We have always been told that beautiful skin means flawless skin, lighter skin, perfect skin, skin without texture, lines, or history. But today, I want to pause and reset that narrative because healthy skin is beautiful skin. Your skin is not something that needs to be punished, erased, or corrected. Your skin is an organ, a living, intelligent, protective organ. And once you understand how your skin actually works, your entire approach to skincare changes. This episode is not about trends. It's not about aggressive treatments. And it's definitely not about changing who you are. It's about understanding your skin so you can protect it. In this video, we are going to talk about what your skin actually is. There's 3 layers of the skin barrier. Why it's everything. Skin conditions and the real enemies of skin health. Because once you understand the structure, the care becomes simple. Hello, I'm Dr. Sara Ahmed, an internist and a hospital medicine physician. And I would like to focus on the health of the skin that makes it beautiful rather than going with the beauty standards and beauty industry. As we said, the skin is an organ. Actually, it's the biggest, largest organ in our body. It protects you from the outside world. It regulates temperature. It participates in immune defense. It prevents dehydration and allows you to feel touch, pain, and temperature. As a matter of fact, the skin is one of the 5 special senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. Touch is through the skin, so it's one of the special senses. Your skin is not passive, it's actually active. It's constantly communicating with the environment and reacting to it. And just like your heart, lungs, kidneys, the skin can be supported or harmed by you and the way you treat it. Now, here comes skincare. And skincare, I would like you to look at it as a preventive medicine technique. It's all about protection and prevention rather than being harsh and aggressive. Skincare should never be about extremes. When you damage the skin, the body doesn't say thank you. It responds with inflammation, pigmentation, sensitivity, and disease. One of the causes, or many of the causes of skin conditions, or what happens to the skin, is done by our hands, our own hands. Being very aggressive, being very harsh on treating your skin. Your skin is made up of 3 main layers. Each one has a role, and they work together as a system. The first layer is the epidermis. And in medicine, or in anatomy, when we say epi, we talk about the most superficial layer of a multi-layer organ. So epidermis is the guardian layer. It's the outermost layer of your skin, and this is where the skin barrier lives. And I would like people to understand what we mean or when we talk about skin barrier. This is the most important term that you will come out of this lecture or this episode. Skin barrier. The skin barrier is a physical barrier and a functional barrier. Okay, it has this duality to it. Think of it as a brick wall. The cells of the skin are the bricks, and the lipid ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids are the mortar, holding them together and filling in any gaps or defects in between. Together, they create a barrier that keeps good things in and bad things out. This barrier prevents water loss, blocks bacteria and toxins, regulates what enters your body. And here is something very important. Most skincare damage happens right here in this skin barrier. The damage can happen as a result of our own practices of how we care for our skin. For example, over exfoliation, harsh acids, bleaching products, constant irritation. All these are harms that we impose on the skin. These don't fix the skin, they break the barrier. So the most important part about the epidermis is that it has the skin barrier. Now we go to the second layer. We call it the dermis, which is the support system. It lies underneath or under the epidermis. This is where the strength of your skin lives. It contains collagen for structure. And these are familiar terms, by the way. Everybody knows what collagen is. Okay? Elastin for stretch and recoil. Blood vessels for nourishment. Nerves for sensation. This is also where hyaluronic acid naturally exists. And this is another familiar molecule. People know what hyaluronic acid is because you see it in all kinds of care products, skincare products. And it's an important molecule. It's not a trend. It's something your skin already makes. We have it naturally in our skin, residing within the dermis. Its job is to bind water, keeping the skin hydrated, supported, and plump. We will be focusing on this at some point or at one of the videos. Plump skin is not about filling, it's about hydration, structure, and protection. So now we go to the third layer, the hypodermis. It's the cushion. It's the deepest layer of the skin. And here, it cushions your body, insulates you, stores energy. Changes in this layer due to illness, weight changes, or aging affect how skin looks and feels. This is where you have your fat stores. When people gain weight, their fat or the fat stores go into this layer of the skin, the hypodermis, okay? So the more weight you gain, the thicker is your skin. And this all in the hypodermis because this is where fat resides. And of course, people notice these things. They know when skin changes happen as a result of weight loss. A lot of sagging, a lot of excessive skin, and so on, because you lost the fat structure underneath. Okay, now you have excessive skin. This skin which was stretched in the past. Now it's sagging, and people hate to look like that. Again, we come back to this skin barrier structure and function. This is one of the most important concepts in skincare. And I might go even further and say it's the one that we are actually caring for. The skin barrier. It's not just a structural entity, it's a functional entity, it's an immunological entity. And our goal by providing care to the skin is to create a healthy skin barrier, which keeps moisture inside, blocks irritants, regulates inflammation, supports the skin's natural repair mechanisms. And when the barrier is damaged, you see the opposite. you see dryness, you see sensitivity, you see pigmentation, you see acne flares, all kinds of, you see rosacea worsening. All these are signs of skin barrier damage. So our goal when we provide skin care is to protect and support and care for the skin barrier. And most skin problems are actually barrier problems. The goal of the skincare is not to strip the skin, it's to protect the barrier. Now, let's look at some of the problems that can actually affect the skin. And one person can have a combination of these happening to their skin. One of the problems is pigmentation. Pigmentation is one of the most misunderstood skin issues. Pigment, which is melanin, exists to protect the skin. It's not a flaw. Problems arise when inflammation or sun exposure disrupts normal pigment regulation. Acne, it's another of the famous and common skin health problems, and it's not dirty skin. It's a combination of oil production, which is usually excessive, inflammation, bacteria overgrowing or growing in the wrong places and causing infections and tissue inflammation, and barrier disruption. We keep coming back to this barrier. Aggressive treatments often worsens acne, makes it worse. A third common problem is rosacea. It's a chronic inflammatory condition. It involves blood vessels, immune responses, and sensitivity. By the way, these terms actually are the common terms used by dermatologists to describe a condition. This is an inflammatory condition. This is a hypersensitivity condition. This is how they describe it. Just like acne, rosacea is harmed and made worse by harsh skin care. The most dangerous condition that can affect the skin, and it's fairly common, is skin cancer. And most of the damage that leads to skin cancer happens silently and over time from ultraviolet exposure, UV exposure. In lay terms, sun exposure. This is why protection matters long before you see changes. Why? Because the effect or the damage that's imposed by UV light is cumulative over time. It accumulates and it never goes away. You can't get it out of your system. Okay, so it accumulates over time and it causes the damage. So in like any other skin condition, actually prevention is the way to go to avoid having skin cancer. And prevention is by protecting your skin from the sun and the UV red. Okay? And how does that happen? The commonest way to protect the skin is through sunscreen, use of sunscreen. And this should happen starting from childhood. You don't start protection at the age of 50. You start at the age of 5 months, actually 6 months. The Dermatology Association, the American Dermatology Association, actually recommends 6 months of age is the beginning age for using sunscreen. That early. As I said, it's a cumulative effect, and you cannot get rid of it. And it continues to damage the skin through multiple mechanisms. One of them is affecting your DNA. It's number one external enemy. It breaks down the collagen. It damages DNA, and it causes pigmentation problems, and so many other things. Okay, acutely it causes skin or sunburns, and long term it causes skin cancer, and so many things in between these two situations. The second way to harm your skin, or one of the enemies of skin, is barrier destruction, and this is unfortunately is done by our own hands. Over exfoliation. This is the commonest way to destroy the barrier. Harsh chemicals, unregulated bleaching products, all this actually hurts your skin greatly and significantly because you are washing out your barrier, very important skin barrier. They don't create healthy skin, they create injury. A third way by which the skin health is impacted is through chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is a state that's created inside your body. It's a healthy state resulting from sometimes psychological effects like stress, poor sleep, and stuff, and others by chronic inflammatory diseases. Like, for example, rheumatoid arthritis. It's a chronic inflammatory disease. But some habits makes it worse, like smoking. It's a pro-inflammatory habit. So chronic inflammation, whether it's part of a systemic illness or of the skin, affects your skin. And now let's talk about the biggest and the most dreaded and feared enemy, time. Aging is not a disease. It's biology, okay? And it's inevitable. We are all aging. And aging affects the skin just like it affects other organs and tissues in your body. All your body ages. But because the skin is visible, we can see what happens to it. And people start using terms like anti-aging. It's not, it has a negative connotation to it. This term has a negative connotation to it. It's not right. We can't antagonize aging, but we can protect our skin and keep it healthy to be beautiful looking and healthy looking at all stages of our lives. That's the goal. The goal is not to reverse an aging process. You can't. You can't. And by the way, those who try hard to do that are actually uglier than if they left their skin without all these changes, whether it's a cosmetic procedures or harmful um, um, chemicals or whatever they do, trying to reverse that, it makes it unnatural. And when you look unnatural, it's not beautiful. No, okay? So the goal is not to stop time. We cannot do that. We wish we can, but we can't, okay? The goal is to support the skin through time. That is the goal. So just if you can get anything out of this video, remember, healthy skin is not lighter skin. Healthy skin is not flawless skin. Healthy skin is protected skin. When you understand your skin, you stop fighting its natural processes. You start supporting it, actually. And that's where real beauty comes from. In the next episode, we'll talk about gentle cleansing, moisturizing by skin type, sunscreen without fear, and ingredients that support skin biology, not harm it. Actually, this will be multiple episodes, not just one. If this resonated with you, stay with me. We are building a skin literacy, not skin insecurity. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment if you would like to ask a question or would like to interact with me. Thank you very much.